Spiegel Show for the first time, Caleb Williams. Caleb, thank you so much for the time. Welcome to Chicago. How you doing, sir?
I'm good, Danny. How are you?
I'm doing very well, man. How about that love from Bears fans, man, making your jersey the #1 seller ever on Fanatics?
That's pretty badass, right?
It's not a bad welcome to Chicago, man.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's pretty sick. I mean, you got the legend of, I heard it like you said, is the most sold jersey. And so I know Caitlin Clark just broke the record, I think a week and a half ago. And so for the Bears to do that for me, that's pretty sick.
Well, the guy you're talking to, Danny, and this is Matt, by the way, Caleb, welcome to town. He decided to get a jump on it, and he bought a Caleb Williams 13 jersey. And we're wondering what you think he should do with that, because he was ridiculed at the time and actually still ridiculed now because it's 13 and that's not what you're going to wear. Any suggestions on what he should do with that?
Yeah, I went away from 13 because there's a 13-year vet here, Hall of Famer, named Keenan Allen. It was a quick and easy talk. I just asked him, what is he going to do? I didn't discuss or fight about it. I have respect for like I said, 13-year vet. So that's how that went down. And I think you should find a way to knit or embroider a 3 backwards and then equal 18.
Right, exactly.
There you go.
See, I can't, but Keenan Allen, maybe he retires in a few years. You go back to it. I have a collector's item, or we're sticking with 18.
We're sticking with 18.
Okay.
Once you see something, you go with it. You stick to it. And I plan on, unless I have a LeBron James career where I go from 23 and 6 between the numbers, I plan on being an 18.
Well, hey, man, I mean, you're talking about, Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, chasing down Tom Brady, 7 Super Bowls. Maybe you will have a LeBron James-like career.
Yeah, maybe. That's the plan. That is the plan, to be a part of something like that, the culture, and part of history like that.
Hey, Caleb, your favorite quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, has owned the Bears for a while. Are you ready to return that favor on the Packers?
I'm excited to get out there and go against the Packers and the Cheeseheads for sure, and get out there and win games.
The way that you talk about Aaron reminds us of the way that Kobe talked about Michael. And we don't even have to give last names, but is that fair to you, that there's part of Aaron's game that you have taken and will take, and then carve out your own niche with all of that input?
Yeah, I reach out to them, all the great players. I reach out to, people like Aaron and Peyton and Tom, and, I ask, what did they do? How did they do it? Because I'm chasing those type of people, the greats that play for a long time. How'd you do it? And so, some things that I get from watching them, but also hearing from them, I try and emulate or imitate when I'm out there on the field or, in the film room or, my daily life and routines.
Hey, Caleb, there's a way that both you and Rome Odunze talk about holding each other accountable and having fun. And it feels very therapized and very evolved. And frankly, we're not used to some young athletes talking that way. Where did you learn to communicate the way that you do?
Yeah, I think for Rome and myself, I would say it came from first our parents, and then the village that we were raised in. Then I'd also say just the coaches and things like that, coaches and mentors that have been around us in our lives. We both have came from, great coaches this past year, and obviously to be in the position that we are and have been. We've come from, a pretty good family, I'd say, the both of us. And so I think it starts with the family, and then it takes over with the mentors and coaches that we've had.
Did you put it in Poles' ear? Did you have a say in them drafting Rome?
I don't know if I had a say, but I definitely, threw a little bit of my intake and my advice in there. If it went a long way or not, I did it regardless.
I think it might have had something. All right, last thing, man. I love that story of what the goals that you have on the back of your phone and that you had #1 pick for years. what football goals do you have now on your phone screensaver?
It's just so now that one's crossed off. I actually have to change it. I haven't had time to change it yet, but it's going to be just the Super Bowls. You reach all your self goals. You reach all of those type of things when you win, and when you win the big games in February. So just reaching and striving for the to be in February as much as possible, and doing the little things that it takes to get there.
We heard you say you want that Bears number 18 to be retired. We wish you luck on it, Caleb. Sounds good to us.
Thank you so much.
Caleb, thanks so much for the time, man. We look forward to talking to you down the road.
Awesome. Thank you. Same here.
Thank you. That's Caleb Williams with us on the Parkins and